Hello and welcome to the World Toughest Boat Atlantic 2025 for the arrival of Seas Life, coming in after 38 days of being on the Atlantic Ocean. This is the World's Toughest Row. These are the 9th team to come in, 4-man team out of 43 teams in this year's race. We've got some followers along cheering them on. Thank you so much for watching live as these guys power into the finish line. Welcome back if you've watched the lives before. Welcome if this is your first time. I'm Charlotte. Welcoming in Team Seas Live.
Come on, guys!
38 days of Atlantic rowing. They launched from San Sebastian de la Gomera in the Canaries on the 14th of December. They have rowed over 3,000 miles, 4,800 kilometers to get here.
Come on, guys! Come on!
To English Harbour in Antigua in the Canaries, in the Caribbean, sorry. Race start was delayed because of a storm. Doesn't matter. This is a finish they've earned stroke by stroke. Julian, peace signs up to family and friends up on the fort. Ollie.
Come on, guys! Come on!
38 days of continuous rowing. It is super windy today. These guys are getting blown off course as they come into the harbour. Ollie doing a great job of getting them towards the finish line at an angle, headwinds coming at them. He's still smiling. You might not recognise him at the back there. Painted beard and everything. From the UK, Seas Life in the World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2025. No engine, no sail, no support boat. Just constant navigation, constant rowing, constant repairs where necessary, safety checks, keeping each other safe, keeping the boat safe. Overheating in the cabins, overheating on deck. Utter isolation, fatigue, relentless motion. And they're nearly there. The wind is kicking in the harbour today. The crew, Julian, Stu, Ollie, Tom, have crossed the finish line in the World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2025. Our 9th team. Oh.
Welcome to Antigua! Well done, boys! Hey, hey. You did it!
Keep your messages of support coming in.
You did it, guys! Welcome to Antigua!
They had what has been called benign conditions over most of the crossing until recently, when they had 2 massive waves hit them in quick succession. 15 knots they did down one of the waves. And the boat covered in water. A very, very wild ride for the boys. Stu actually thought he looked like a Herculean Viking while hanging upside down, when in fact his teammates said, no, he looked more like an upside down beetle with his legs dangling. He got back on deck and lived to tell the tale. Friends and family aplenty up on the fort. Lots of waves, lots of cheers. Atlantic campaigns, boys just pulling their boat back into position for their celebratory flares. It is like so windy out here today. The relief, the happiness, the glory, all theirs. This is considered one of the most experienced crews in the 4th Fleet. We've got Everest summiters here, polar explorers, elite sports and veteran ocean rowing. But even with all that experience, this Atlantic crossing was still super demanding. Be interesting to find out how they consider this in comparison to some of those other explorations that they've been on. Team Seas Life have rowed in to English Harbour after 38 days of rowing across the Atlantic from the Canaries to the Caribbean. They row for a powerful group of charities focused on spinal injury, neurodegenerative disease, careful, and long-term recovery. Charities such as the Matt Hampson Foundation, Clock Tower Foundation, Alan Shearer Foundation, My Name's Doddy, and Cure Parkinson's. Campaign is about turning extreme endurance into meaningful impact. This moment has probably been etched in their mind since the start,
Okay, guys.
when things were rocking and rolling, the seasickness kicking in, and they wondered probably why they were doing this in the first place. All for this moment.
Yes! Welcome to Antigua! You did it! 3,000 miles! 3,000 miles! You did it! Come on, boys!
Yes, boys! Yes!
Come on, boys! Yeah! Welcome to Antigua! You did it! Yeah! Congratulations! You rode 3,000 miles! Woo! 3,000 miles! Yeah! Woo! You did it!
Wonderful stuff from Team Seas Life, representing the United Kingdom.
Congratulations, guys!
Our ninth
Welcome
teams
to
to arrive
Antigua.
in the World's Toughest Row Atlantic
Yeah.
2025. Thumbs up and smiles. Look at those happy faces. Absolutely wonderful. So just a reminder, of course, we are live in the harbour in Antigua, battling the conditions out here on the water. Not so much as what they did on the ocean, however. But if we have signal dropouts or anything like that, then you know why. We're going to head in ahead of the team now. These guys are going to row themselves those last few strokes to come into Nelson's Dockyard and step onto land for the first time in 38 days. And boy, are they looking forward to it. So stick around, see you in a bit. Holding screen coming up, and we won't be long till we come back to see them up close and personal. Hello and welcome back. World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2025 for the arrival of Seas Life.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have all the way from Lebanon, the ocean, 3,000 miles. Let's give it up for the Seas Live! For rainbow communities, rainbow across the Atlantic Ocean, here they are, on pale Wednesday morning, in beautiful Lincoln Park, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Seas Live! What an incredible journey! See will this be a perfect landing? Push, push, push. Come on, boys! Come on!
Full-on explorers on board. Julian completed the Explorers Grand Slam and has now rowed the Atlantic. Ollie, former England Rugby Sevens captain, multiple Guinness World Records. Tom climbed Everest, and Stu, veteran Atlantic and Indian Ocean rowing.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on, guys, come on, come on! Here goes the Atlantic Ocean. Representing the United Kingdom, welcome, guys. Seas Live crossed the Atlantic Ocean. They started their journey December 15th last year. Now they're here safe and sound in Nelson Stockholm, English Harbour. Would we like to see these four incredible human beings step on land? There's Scotty and his friends here. We have for some hugs and maybe some tears. Seriously, time to step on land. And tears. Incredible moments here at the dugout, as always, family and friends, kids. The team has been away. It's been a powerful family during Christmas, New Year's. For 3,000 miles journey. I really think. Cheers here. This is a nighttime. Once in a lifetime experience, but we have several of them. But enjoy it. It is very touching to see these rows coming in after 3,000 miles.
No, it's an honor. I got that. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Good fun, hey? Yeah. No, not drama. This is really brilliant. Talking about them, that's what I said.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see Seas Live on the podium. And I can already say now, if I were you, Ali, it might be that
There we go, stage time. Thank you so much. You're welcome, man. Get up on the stage, Jules. It's an island. It is me. What's the third thing? Before that. Okay. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank you for being here at Nelson Stockholm, English Harbour, AK Paradise, and Siga Bermuda. What we just witnessed here was the arrival of Seas Live, started their journey December 14th last year in La Gomera in the Canary Islands. Now here, 3,000 miles later, lots of happy family, understandable. You guys were on the ocean for 38 days and 4 hours. We have fellow ocean rower here, Finnish officer Kavina, handing over certificates of achievement and some gift bags with the world famous I Wrote the Atlantic t-shirt. As always, I always mention we also made it in the edition I Wrote the Pacific, but we'll talk about that in a bit.
We can't.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Seas Live! Canada! What an amazing entry into English Harbor today. Sun is shining, big waves out there. It's been a tough one, I assume, the last couple of days, but also the first week of the race. It's been 38 hours out there. You guys have done a lot of amazing things in between you. You have rowed the Indian and the Atlantic. You guys have climbed mountains, Mount Everest, just to mention one of them. Ollie, you have played rugby on Mount Everest. What's the difference between doing that and row the Atlantic? The game's a lot shorter, I can tell that for nothing. I mean, it's a fantastic experience. They say, ordinary people can do extraordinary things, and this is an extraordinary event. Just absolutely fantastic. But the word we used as well was relentless. Relentless from the moment we left to the moment we arrived. But to see everyone here is overwhelming, but just absolutely incredible. So thank you for coming down. Thanks so much for the support. We just waved it up. Well said. Jules, you've done a lot of things. I can't even mention them all here. Now we have done the world's toughest row. Is it the world's toughest row?
Absolutely. It's just unrelenting. But unless you've got a team around you, decent team, it would be even harder. So, amazing challenge, an amazing event that you run, and I think we all feel it's a complete privilege to say. So thank you.
It's a complete privilege to have you here. Compared to the two other crossings, how was this one?
Every row has been different for me, and it always also comes down to the team. There's a lot more responsibility on us here as a ball, but I loved every second of it, and these guys have all made it so special.
Well said, and a big applause for that. There's been some time out there, 38 days. Any mentioning of the Pacific? Family is here, so be careful, obviously.
At this stage, no. Never say never.
Never say never, that's good enough for us.
Say never again.
You have been the captain in rugby in the UK, and so you have some skills. 4 big guys on a very little boat. Any use of your tricks from previous? Just don't get any decrepit old rugby players to try and do around rugby boats, around a rowing boat. As some of the guys have said, I've been in some teams. This is an incredible one to be there with each other the whole way, 24/7. Relentless, exhausting, but so supportive. And to cross that finish line, what release. What a release that is. What a release. Any advice to people out there who are thinking about an adventure? There are many great adventures out there, but there is also the world's toughest row. Any advice to people thinking about doing something like this? I think it's, just don't let, I think this man next to me actually said it the best thing I ever heard. He said, look, I'm not running away from life, I just don't want life to run away from me. And I think that is super special. Embrace it, take things on. It doesn't have to be rowing the Atlantic, but just take a challenge on, overcome it, and revel in the experience, revel in the moment, and then great things happen. Look at these people around us. It's so surreal. Just to see human beings, it's great surreal. So, thanks so much for coming out. Thanks for supporting us. What a reception this has been. Thank you. Last question. Jules, what are you looking forward to here in Antigua? What are you looking forward to the most? Except for, obviously, the obvious, being with family and friends.
Big wishes, cricket stadium.
That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it all here at Wilson Stadium in English Harbor. We're going to do a hip parade for the team. After that, we do a live interview with Charlotte here on YouTube. Then we take the after photos, and it's time to get some fresh food from Cover and Lumber here behind me, and some drinks, obviously. Ladies and gentlemen, Seas Live, 38 days, 4 hours. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Well done, lads. Now over to Charlotte.
Down here. I can't go inside.
Please stay around. We have more riders coming in today in the afternoon, and in the evening we have the winners of the women's class coming in tonight. So exciting times ahead. Watch out for our socials and we'll get all the ETAs.
Come together here, guys, for me.
Yeah.
Is Ollie coming? Slowly but surely. How are your knees? How are your legs doing?
I'm wobbly. Yourself.
No, actually not too bad today.
There we go. All together?
Yeah.
All together.
Squeeze in nice and tight. Only a few minutes of your time. Only a few minutes. All right, there they are. Look at them. They look fantastic. They look really good.
We don't smell fantastic.
Well, I haven't gotten that close, so I wouldn't know.
Wait till you take the shoes off.
Oh, please don't. Not just yet. Although you will in a sec when you get weighed. Okay, so with all your experience, you've had quite a lot of adventures between years. What surprised you out there? What really took you by surprise?
I would say the monotony and the repetition is huge. And it's for that duration, vis-a-vis Everest, North Pole, South Pole, it's entirely unique in that regard. And trying to keep your sense of humour and sense of balance be measured is a massive challenge,
Especially when you're with people who aren't that funny.
Yeah.
It'd be all right if we were all comedians. But our jokes suck. Terrible. They really do.
but
Every day shifting time.
it sets itself apart from everything else, for sure.
Yeah. So you'll have to work on your jokes for next time then.
Yeah, shocking.
Yeah.
Need a bigger joke. Need a bigger joke.
He's a joke.
I'm just stressed out.
My artwork,
This has been on
Did you do that, Stu? I wondered.
38 days. Amazing, right?
I think that's the first time I've ever seen anybody come in with face paint, beard paint.
I laboured over that.
It's really good, really, really good.
Just a superb word, but great.
Yeah, I love it. All things come out of the woodwork once you've had an ocean row or three.
Yeah.
Okay, so when things became real challenges, how did you adapt as a crew? Like, what did you do besides obviously trying to tell bad jokes?
We had almost daily team meetings. We lacked off a bit later on, but the team meetings were absolutely vital. If there was any touch points, flash points, if there was ever any issues we needed to deal with, we addressed them with good communication that was collegiate at all times. And that meant that we never descended into the dark side. We always were able to turn things around. And that's probably the thing I'm most proud of now. Because it was hard. We're all big personalities, we're all very different people. But that ability to sit down objectively, discuss a problem and find a solution for it, was just remarkable.
And also, just to add to that, Duncan Boy and his coaching, he was excellent. So I think we were pretty set fair, weren't we?
Yeah.
He gave us a process to follow. And these boys have got experience on the water as well, so all good.
And you've got all your people, friends, family, supporters, sponsors, everybody back home watching. What would you like to say to them?
Thank you for it. And we're sorry for putting you through any emotional turmoil that might have been incurred.
Let's hear what this.
Well, we'll make it up to you on this trip for the next week.
Just the next week only.
Tommy, what do you think? Tommy?
Well, I want to say thanks to everyone for coming all this way. It's a long way to come. And without the sponsors, I want to say a massive thank you. My case, I wouldn't be here. And to raise money for Cure Parkinson's is very special for me, indeed. Really. So yeah, and it's a fantastic event, which it's probably one of the most challenging endurance events I think that there is. It's got the heat and the sleep deprivation. That's what I suffered with. On Everest, it was the cold. We got frostbitten on Everest, ran out of oxygen, that sort of thing. There were different problems, but this is another. I can't take the heat normally, but there I was rowing in it, and you just make do. You somehow manage to get up every 2 hours and row. And here we are. I can't believe it. I just cannot believe it.
And now you're here in the heat of the Caribbean with your feet on solid ground.
Yes.
Doesn't feel like I'm on solid ground right now.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I think you way, but yeah. I think the expedition is a wonderful example of how you're capable of capable of. And no matter how much it hurts and how much it sucks and how tired you are, you can keep going. That's something that I want to take back to everyday life.
Fantastic. Great ending. Thank you, guys. Really lovely.
Thank you.
Your rum punch is waiting there, Ollie. Yeah.
We have some beautiful alcohol. I'm happy to hear about it.
Okay, thank you for your time. Enjoy Antigua. Yeah. Mwah. Thank you, Julian. Close-up kisses with Julian there.
Sorry.
You're all involved on YouTube.
Then the guys will be with you.
We go now?
We wait you over there and
So a few official bits.
on the table.
Okay.
A few official bits and pieces now. The team's going to get weighed. Passports are already getting sent in, and all those lovely official bits and pieces. And then, of course, they'll have their very yummy first proper meal on land.
As mentioned, we have more arrivals today. Give us a wave coming in around 1700. And then Atlantic Highway coming in around 8 o'clock. With the winners of the women's class coming in tonight. So stay tuned for all beautiful arrivals here at the audience. Now the team is heading out for the seaboard for a fresh beer. Food from Carbon Double Hotel. Let's give them one more big applause.
Big crowds here today in English Harbour for the arrival of Team Seas Life, ninth place out of 43 teams in the fleet this year. They've made it 38 days across the Atlantic Ocean. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for watching us live here. We have, like you heard Carsten just say, next arrival later on this afternoon, between about 3:30 and 4:30 p.m. local time. Remember to check your time zones in relation to Antigua and Barbuda. That'll be Team Give Us a Wave coming in, representing the UK. And then later on tonight, we've got our first women's team coming in for the women's win, and that's pairs Team Atlantic Highway, potentially between 7:30 and 8:30 p.m. tonight. Antigua time, again, follow on YB Races. They will give you UTC times. Look for Welsh Surface Row Antigua, Welsh Surface Row Atlantic 2025. And then when you go to each of the teams in the leaderboard, if you tap on the team, you'll be able to get more details about the team and their estimated time of arrival. So whatever the estimated time of arrival, it keeps changing. So make sure you keep an eye on that. -4 for local time if you're here and want to be here on time for their arrival in person. And we also update on our socials as well, Instagram and Facebook, with those ETAs. So you can have a look at the post for each team's arrival. We don't put any more posts. We just do the one post and then we change the time according to the time that the team is due in. And of course, we cannot guarantee that time of arrival depending on their speed, depending on the conditions out at sea. Very windy today, so these guys today might blow in very quickly. So you don't want to miss a moment of those arrivals. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for supporting all the teams and their charities. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel so that even if you can't be here in person, you can certainly have a watch online. And we'll see you in a few hours for our next arrival. Give us a wave.